Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News for May 11th, 2017. The Attleboro Historical Commission held their annual Historic Preservation Awards on Monday evening at City Hall. The awards are given to those in the community that work to preserve or restore pieces of Attleboro's history. To learn more, we spoke with Commission Chair Marian Wrightington.
Tonight we had our annual Historic Preservation Award ceremony, which honors anybody in the community who got nominated and we felt deserved an award for preserving their little piece of history, whatever it was, a house or a building or a project or whatever. And we do it in hopes of inspiring other people in the community to do the same thing. So this is the 18th year that we've done them, and altogether we've given out about 190 awards. There was 12 tonight. This particular one was different because it was a corporation. The U-Haul Corporation has a U-Haul building reuse program. And what they do is wherever they have their U-Haul stores, they try to find out what that building was used for originally, and then they get pictures. They research and they find pictures and mat them and frame them and hang them up in the store so that anybody comes into the store can review the history of that building. The YMCA, that's a building that everybody's familiar with. It was built in the early 1900s. Fanny Tappan gave $60,000 back in the early 1900s in memory of her husband to build that building. And they've just done a lot of refurbishing on the front and re-landscaped the whole front of the building, and it really stands out in its location downtown. We do it to try and inspire other people to continue to preserve our history. Attleboro has such a rich historical landmarks because so many jewelry industrialists built these gorgeous houses here that they wanted to show off their success by having beautiful mansions. And so we'd like to see those preserved, of course, and so we honor these people who are preserving them in hopes of seeing them live on forever.
Bridgewater State University and Bristol Community College have teamed up to hold a community discussion on substance abuse both on and off college campuses. We spoke with Bridgewater Representative Mary Waldron to learn more about the program.
We work with the various communities within southeastern Mass to work on issues of regional importance. And we're here today at Bristol Community College and Bridgewater State University campus. We co-locate with Bristol Community College to in fact be the place where we are doing an awareness and education. It's the second of a three-part series, and we're here because it really is an importance, and the role of institutions of higher learning like Bridgewater State and the other public higher institutions in southeastern Mass. It really is important that we take on this issue and continue to be partnering with our police and fire and mayors and K through 12 and United Ways and other social service agencies. There was a lot of hearing and behind me where I was sitting, a lot of people went like, oh, and ooh, and I didn't know, right? That's the part that we all have to be able to, we're all in institutions of higher learning. We're teaching our students what to do. We also have a learning curve ourselves. This is always ever changing and what's being out there in terms of whether it's fentanyl or Narcan and how to administer it. So the goal really was just to educate, to continue to doing, to do what we do on our campuses. But in this case, it's really partnering with the communities and the community organizations. So we also learn mutually. So the problem doesn't end at a border of a campus. It doesn't end with someone getting in and out of their car. It really is our issues, and whether it's on our campuses or off our campuses. So we just don't put our heads in the sand. We, as a priority that President Clark has me working on, that this is really a high priority for the President and the other presidents of the universities. And we'll continue to have the dialogue and education and be more present in our communities, that we have campuses. And I think that's our growing concern, is that we really want to become engaged and continue to stay engaged in our communities. It's all of our we all know someone who has experienced a loss or near loss. It is our goal to be reaching out to those that have suffering and those that are challenged, but that we become more engaged in our community. It's going to take a village to take on this issue, and Bridgewater State University and the Connect Partnership are glad to be part of that journey.
That's it for today's update. You can watch all of our content in high definition on our website, DoubleACS.com, on the DoubleACS mobile app, or on the DoubleACS Roku channel. For DoubleACS News, I'm Austin Ricketts.